Oh my goodness, it's FlyingRaijinn himself, my boy Bobby. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing all right, man. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for joining me for the both of these podcasts, where both of these nerds discuss anime, video games, and all kinds of nerd shit. I got my boy FlyingRaijinn here. How about you introduce yourself and tell him all about the good nerdy shit y'all into?
So, my name is Bobby. I also go by Flying Raijin or just Raijin for short. Um, I've known Zuko for a very long time.
Hell yeah.
Goes back way into the days of shuffling and raving and
Yes,
everything.
sir.
Um, I am an avid member of the fighting game community. I'm a DJ. I'm a martial artist, and I like to do a whole bunch of fun stuff. And I'm excited to be here.
Hell yeah. Now, I'm happy to have you here, man. It's funny because I think about it I think about who I want to bring on here, and I'm like, yo, my boy Bobby be really good. He does a bunch of cool shit that I think is pretty neat, and I've known you, which is funny when you mentioned it's like, yeah, I've known you for forever. now that I
Yeah.
think about it, like the same thing I've been telling a lot of people in the anime scene. Like I've known a few guys like 10 years plus, give or take, and it's just like, damn.
We're getting old, man.
Yeah, it's this. Both of these podcasts, I would like to joke is like this is for old people now. Like
Yeah,
the
pretty much.
fucking all of us millennials just discussing. Oh, back in my day, I remember when Blockbuster was the coolest thing in the world.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah,
I miss it every day.
I don't blame you, man. Like I said, it's just a bunch of old heads talking about all the stuff we want to reminisce about. Especially, like I said, a lot of this stuff is just like the amount when they talk about millennials is interesting because they discuss how we grew up in a little bit of technology and then into boom of technology. I know you mentioned FGC, fighting games. We were growing up on Sega Genesis, where it's like, hey, we're doing console fighting games, but it's nowhere near as good as arcade fighting games. And then
hmm
slowly and surely, I play on the old controller, and people are buying old fucking boxes and shit. But speaking of fighting games, how'd you get into that, my man?
So I still remember when I was a little kid. I didn't really have too many friends. I was an only child. So my mom used to, speaking of Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and
Hell yeah,
everything like
Hollywood
that.
Video. First time mentioned
Yeah,
here.
Game Crazy? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So I remember, she used to bring me into Hollywood Video one time a week, and she's like, "You rent a game," and I'm like, "All right." So I was a little kid. My mom didn't really care about game ratings or anything
Mhm.
like that,
Same.
and I still remember on the N64, one of the first fighting games I ever played was Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Oh, nice.
I
That's a
think
good
I,
one.
I don't remember. No, it wasn't Gold because Gold's on the Dreamcast.
Mhm.
It was just MK Trilogy on the N64. And ever since then, and I just got so engrossed in fighting games, I would just sit there in practice mode for hours and hours, just trying to figure out how to do all the special moves. I didn't know how to do combos or anything like that back then. There was no manuals or anything like that to tell you how to do the special moves. You
It's,
just kind of had to figure things out on your own.
sometimes
I didn't.
they had it in the box that it came with you. When it came with
I
a little
know.
container. Sometimes, but sometimes someone would just take it and you open it
Yeah.
some dickhead took it. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any manuals or anything like that. It was always just either the cartridge or the disc or
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah.
So I would just sit there and for hours and hours just practicing and
Mhm.
just doing stuff and just beating up on this random bot who clearly didn't do anything wrong to me, but I just clearly wanted to do something to somebody else. So
It's just like
it was
it's
it
you
was a
and
good
me,
time.
buddy. We're you and me for the next few days. Let's go. You sure didn't start playing War Gods and thought hey, this game's great.
Oh my god.
Oh, this game's awesome.
Guys, man.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I just bought Guys a few months back.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember buying it and being because I was a Final Fantasy fanboy kid, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy is the greatest thing that ever happened on the PS1, and there's Sephiroth in here in Red 13. Oh my god, and it's just but then I would explain that to people later on, and I'd sound like I was having a fucking fever dream.
Mhm.
It was like a fighting game, but it wasn't 2D. It was in an arena, and Sephiroth was there. Okay, Ryan, whatever you say. They also had a little dungeon mode. Okay, whatever you say.
Yeah. Funny enough, I didn't actually get into Final Fantasy or in just RPGs in general until much later in my life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I actually when I was a kid, I thought that turn-based RPGs were wicked fucking boring.
I don't blame you. A lot of kids did.
Yeah.
I was in the minority growing up, being yeah, why would you want to wait your turn? Tomb Raider, you can just shoot people. I was like, but it's different. The strategy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was much later on in life where I finally fell in love with Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest and a whole bunch of different turn-based RPGs.
Oh, nice.
And
Hell yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I think my favorite fighting game growing up, Tekken 3.
Tekken 3. Nice. That
Yep.
Tekken 3 is a really good fighting game. That's the one, like,
Mm-hmm.
even me when I was playing it, like, that was what my cousin had. And that was the one we would just, we would all meet up.
Mm-hmm.
I brought Tekken 3. Let's go. And we'd all play, and I'd get my ass beat. And I would just cheese moves, you know, because you could. The fighting, because the combo system felt good. You can just, tap, 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 tap. And the guy would just start kicking.
Yeah.
Like, good times. I know you were talking about earlier. So Tekken 3 being your favorite. Who was your main?
Hwoarang.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So
Hwoarang has had such a big influence on my life ever since I was a little kid.
yeah.
I always thought that, look at this dude just flying through the air doing all these like crazy kicks, nothing but kicks. And I never really realized how much of an impact that would have on me up until now. Like, even now.
Yeah.
Like, I got into Taekwondo because of Hwoarang.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And here I am now. I just got my black belt last year.
Oh, congratulations,
I started back in 2018.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Congratulations, bro.
And yeah, I love kicking people in the face. It's great.
Like once a week, every Thursday, start kicking people, right?
Uh-huh.
Anything else, like in regards to horror, like you said, like not even just leading up to anything else, because like for me, I'm gonna say honestly, I love this style. The fucking swoop back, fucking red hair, the goggles with the fucking spurs and shit. I was like, man, I want to do that.
Man is just oozing confidence.
Yeah, what is it in Tekken? He comes back out like it's like one of the later ones. He has like a fucking like jacket on and a fucking eye patch. And I'm like, what is this?
Yep,
This,
Tekken 7.
I'm like, this is cool as fuck. It's like I played.
Yeah.
I was like, I never played Tekken. Like when I played Tekken 7, I didn't play it in a while, or just Tekken in general. So when I saw it, I'm like, is Hwoarang on here? Like, what's he up to?
Mm.
And I'm like, yo, who's
Yeah.
this guy? He's a badass now.
Yeah, it was actually funny because like Hwoarang's always been my main in Tekken, and then I saw him in Tekken 7, and he had a patch, and yeah, like going into some kind of deep shit here, but like
Go for it.
when I was 12, I actually lost my left eye to cancer.
Oh,
So
okay.
I saw Hwoarang have that eye patch, and I'm just like, yeah, man, let's go!
Hell yeah, love to see it.
Represent!
Love to hear that
So-
shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I saw that. And that made me so pumped up. Like, but I never really got like really. I always thought I was king shit when I came to fighting games.
Yeah.
Like people would come over my house and I would just mollywop the ever living fuck out of them. I'd make them hate their whole entire existence, and I thought I was king shit.
Yeah.
And kind of going into the FGC story now, kind of
for
like it's how I got there and just all that. I remember another fighting game that I really loved and has a really special place in my heart is Soul Calibur.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Soul Calibur is another one of those good ones. Like it's also is it by Namco? Is it, who does it?
Yeah, it's Bandai Namco.
Yeah, Namco. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so it originally used to be Namco, but then Bandai kind of bought them up and a whole bunch of. I don't know like the actual details of it.
Yeah.
I'm not like a historian by any means, so
I just play the games, right? I'm just like I just
yeah,
play
I
games.
just like to clap cheeks.
Yeah.
So like,
don't we all?
So I loved Soul Calibur, and I thought I was always really good at Soul Calibur. Like among my friend group, nobody could touch me.
Nice.
So I never really knew anything about the FGC, but when Soul Calibur 6 came out, you know, like I would play online, I would do really well online, I would beat all my friends, and then I saw this place. I forget exactly where it was in Providence, but it was just it was in literally like on like one of like the main streets. It was like an empty building, but you go in there and there was a whole bunch of like setups and everything. I never went to anything like FGC before.
Cool.
So I kind of just walked in there with like a dick in my hand. And I'm like, I'm gonna wreck everyone here, bro.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. And
Who wants to
you know,
fucking
like
touch me?
there was some like nice people there, but there also was some very like shady people there.
Yep.
And just people that were just kind of like sitting there. Like I'm a very social person.
Yep.
Like I'm very, you know me, I'm very loud. Like I like to talk to people. I like to have a good time. And then I just see these people that are just like not talking to anybody, just sitting there practicing. But there's a whole bunch of people around. I was so confused. So like it actually came time for like the competition, like the tournament, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna mop everyone. Let's go. And I was actually the first match, and I went on stream, and I got destroyed.
Oh no.
I got wrecked. I was so upset and so ashamed of myself. I didn't even like do my losers bracket match. I left.
Oh really?
I left.
No, I
Yeah,
get that.
I was so embarrassed
I don't.
because it was on stream. Like I was never on stream
Yeah.
before, and I got three. I think it was first to two, so I
Mhm.
got 2-0'd, and the dude was really good, but he just didn't really seem to care. He didn't like offer like any sort of like, hey, like here's how to get better.
Yeah.
Like
He was in it to win it.
nothing. Yeah, nothing like that, and that really turned me off. Like, yeah, I'm a competitive person, but at the end of the day, like I'm not going to Evo, like I'm not planning on winning any major tournaments or anything like that. I'm doing this because I enjoy playing fighting games and I want to have hype ass moments with my homies, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I know what you mean.
So, after that, I just went into I watched the stream afterwards and they were literally talking shit about me on stream.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was along the lines of like, yeah,
Fuck.
this dude shouldn't have even come here. Like I got so upset, dude, and I just swore off of FGC stuff.
That's
I,
fucked
I
up.
thought
That's
I was gonna
fucked
swear
up,
off of that shit.
bro.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna swear off it for good.
I mean, I don't blame you, dude. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do something I love, like in public, and then you just get like, not just like shit on in regards to like playing it, but like the commentary, like that guy's like not good. Like, what the fuck? It's my first time here.
Yeah. So like after that, like obviously I still played fighting games and everything, but I never went to tournaments. I would
Hmm.
only play with my friends. I would only play online, and I never really dug too much deeper into it the way that I should have.
Hmm.
So after the pandemic hit, you know, there was they like fighting game events were slowly starting to come back.
Yeah.
And this was around the time that Guilty Gear Strive came out.
Hell yeah. Hell
I see that
yeah.
hat. I see that hat in the background, and I know exactly why you placed it there.
Of course, it's placed it for you because you're the motherfucker who taught me to strive. I see your fucking G
Got that
Fuel.
right.
And try to pull that shit on me, dog. See,
Yeah.
I see
So
I see
like
Solomon bad guy right there.
Solomon bad guy. Ugh. So I started playing Strive because I always loved Guilty Gear too. Like
Mm.
I wasn't like I know like I played Exerd and I played a little bit of like Plus R too, but I never got into like the crazy shit because my hands literally just couldn't do it.
Mm.
I had so much issues with like doing wall combos and these really really long ones, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do it, and I would tell myself that consistently for years.
Yeah.
So then I started playing Strive, and for some reason Strive was like really easy for me to pick up and learn, and I actually main Geo at first.
Yep. I remember fighting you.
I think you probably remember that. You went to PCG with me.
Yeah, of course, man. You're the one who
So
got me into it. It's just like it's like, oh, this is the story where I show up.
yeah, so like I main Geo, and I saw on Facebook, PCG, Platinum City Gaming, fight nights on Tuesdays.
Hell yeah, dude. Taught me.
And at the time, like I was feeling pretty nice at Guilty Gear. And I was like, do I subject myself to possibly getting embarrassed again on stream? Or do I just stay home? And at that point, I just wanted something new in my life. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. And at that time, like I was taking martial arts for a little while.
Yeah.
I started to get a different mindset about things. So I challenged myself. And I was like, I'm going to go into this. And I'm going to go into this with the mindset that I am going to lose. Instead of me going into it like I'm king shit.
Good shit. Good shit.
And it changed my life.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Love to hear it.
I met so many good people that day. I met Shadow Fury. I met Tech Noir, and I'm going to go into detail about them in a little bit. And it really just kicked off this fighting game journey that I'm still on.
Shit yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, and mind you, I have never won a tournament.
No? Okay,
I've
fair.
never won a I've never won a tournament. But I love my community. I love the people that I've seen grow into amazing players, and I would give absolutely anything to see these people grow even more, even beyond my capabilities. That's all I want, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I've been in the FGC now ever since 2021. My main game for the longest time was Guilty Gear Strive.
Mm-hmm.
Main. I love me some dolphins.
Totsugeki.
Yeah. I'd like to say around here, at least people know my May is pretty infamous.
Nice shit, yeah.
I can't. I don't want to toot my own horn, but
Nah, go
I'm
for
pretty
it.
nice. I'd like to think I'm pretty nice with it still.
Nah, go for it, man.
Um, but I kind of dropped off of Strive for a little while. I want to say probably for like maybe like a 1 year period. I was going through a really dark time in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't go out. I left the rave scene. I stopped DJing. Like I stopped doing everything, and I'm not gonna go like into like too many crazy details just because
Not
I
a
don't know who's
problem.
listening. I don't know who's listening to this podcast,
Not a problem, my man.
but some shit happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up being single, and I just wanted to find myself again, and that's when I ran back into Shadow Fury and Tech Noir,
Oh shit, yeah, hell
and
yeah.
they were just like, hey, we're starting up our own weekly. And I'm like, oh yeah, bet. What are you gonna be playing? Strive. And I'm
Oh.
like, you want me there, don't you? And that is Button Club.
All right.
Um,
You know, it's funny. I've heard of Button Club before. Like, I think I was because of your ass, I got into
mm-hmm.
fighting games, and I fell into the whole like what kind of fucking controller I wanted, and I think I found like their YouTube page, and I'm just like, oh, Button Club, cool. And then I saw you post about Button Club. I'm like, wait, they're around here? Is Bobby a part of that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep, we are in. I think it's Westport.
Mhm.
I let me pull up the actual address as I'm talking.
Not a
But
problem.
yeah, we're out of Westport, and we do fighting game tournaments every Monday.
Nice.
We have Street Fighter brackets for Street Fighter 6. We got Tekken 8. We got Strive. And our homie Tomato, he brings in a whole bunch of like retro setups too and like CRTs.
Hell yeah, CRT
And we
represent.
have, yeah, and we do different retro brackets every month. Like this month,
Mhm.
OG Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast.
Oh, fun. There you go.
Yep, and it's all played out on original hardware too.
Nice.
So
There you go.
I love it. I don't go as much as I want to.
Mm-hmm. Life gets
I
in the way.
used to go every single Monday I was there. And those people are my family.
Fuck yeah.
I love them with all my heart and for what they've actually accomplished. Like I remember they used to do it at the Armory every Monday,
Mm-hmm.
in New Bedford,
Okay, yeah.
and it started off with like maybe like 6 of us, and now they got like 20, 30 people in there some weeks. They have to move
Nice.
locations because the Armory couldn't handle it. So not shit talking the Armory at all.
No,
Like I
it's just
love
that
that place to
the
death.
turnout probably just made things like, oh, guys, like we're getting fucking asshole to elbow over here. We need to fucking do
Yeah.
something. Oh,
I accidentally muted myself.
you're fine. You're fine.
So
I thought it was early because like you cut out earlier, and I was like, oh shit. But then it picked up, and I'll splice it later.
yeah, so the Armory, like, they were really great to us. Like they never complained, nothing. Like we were in there hype as fuck all the time, and we had the actual bracket matches that were being streamed
Mhm.
on like a projector.
Nice.
So everyone was just watching, hyping up like the actual players. Like it was so hype, and it still is to this day.
That's fantastic. I love
Um,
to hear that. You love to
and they
hear
never
like a good
complained or anything
community.
like that. Yeah, dude, I have never been a part of a community so welcoming.
Uh-huh.
And kind of going off topic here, but it's fine.
No, go for
Um,
it. I don't care.
Specifically, I feel like a lot of people get intimidated by the fighting game community
Mm-hmm.
because they are so introverted. They're not typically seen as nice. Like my partner, like before I met her and started dating her, Dark, I love her. she's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. But we'll go into that topic. But
Either way, shouts out.
So she never played fighting games because she was always very intimidated by them and the people that played them. The first week I brought her to Button Club, she literally went home and bought Street Fighter 6.
Nice.
Yeah. The people that are at Button Club will do anything to help you and see you grow. They're not concerned about their own well-being. They're not concerned about themselves winning. They want to see everyone in the community develop into things that they're proud of. So that way we can go out to all these like major tournaments. We can go to East Coast Throwdown, or we can go to Evo even. Like we had
CEO
some of our
and
homies.
shit. Let's go.
Yeah, we had some of our homies. Like we had Bophades, we had Ayato. They went in for Strive and Tekken respectively, and they placed really well. Like they represented Button Club to a T, and just like talking about it, I get so hyped up because I love these motherfuckers to death. That's my family, and just to see them do so well and watch them on stream, like playing in front of thousands and thousands of people. Oh,
fuck yeah,
man,
fuck
that
yeah,
that
brother.
hypes me up so much.
No, fuck yeah, this is the shit I
love
love.
it.
I love
it.
passion. I love shit like this. I'm glad that you have something like that you can just be fucking passionate about. It's badass as fuck. Anyone says like, oh, be passionate, fuck that. Good shit. I love hearing that, man. Love that you got a nice ass community.
Anyone tells me to calm my hype down, I'm gonna tell them to go fuck themselves and kick them in the head, probably.
Yeah, fuck them. Nah, man, that's awesome. I'm glad. Like it's so sick though that like you had homeboys or homegirls or home day thems, going out there just doing their fucking thing, and then going out there and fucking representing your squad. That's great, and then having a great community because. Like, when you asked me to be a part, like, yo, Ryan, just meet me over there. I'm like, okay, because I made that post being like, I might get into fighting games again. We'll see what happens. And we started playing Strive. And I will say, I think I had a better version of, like, what's going on. Because, like, I didn't join the tournament. I just hung out with you guys, had a few drinks.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whatever, I'm just hanging out. And I'll never forget that. I was just sitting there, you did a few rounds with me. You showed me a few things. Like, all right, Ryan, practice these. These are your bread and butter combos. I'm like, oh, okay. So isn't Jesus like, no, Ryan, if they're good, just keep doing them. That's the point. I'm like, okay, I thought I'm just being a dick if I'm just doing this. I need to do different things. Like,
nah.
No. You're like, no, just do them.
Here's my whole mentality on that. Yep. If you get hit by something over and over and over again, that is a skill issue on their end because they're not learning how to block it. Exactly. That's a knowledge check, brother.
Yeah.
Like, if you're sitting there getting hit by Hadokens, like, and you're just getting chipped out, and then you eventually die to it. I remember when I was a kid, I hated that.
Yeah.
And then it finally dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. If I don't know how to, there's a counter to everything. Mm-hmm. There absolutely is.
Yeah.
And if you can't figure that out, that is your problem. That's not mine. That's yours.
That's base.
And I've told people have gotten upset with me because, like, you know me, bro.
Yeah.
Those dolphins.
Yeah, those dolphins keep.
I've had rage messages online.
Hell yeah!
I've literally like sat next. Oh, I love FGC Salt Post.
Shouts out.
Great.
Scrub quotes.
Oh.
Bobby, I wouldn't know any of those because of you. Because I looked them up.
Some of my proudest moments, I've actually sent into Scrub Quotes and they've posted it. And yeah, wonderful, man.
Let's go.
I love it. So like now, oh wait, actually, I forgot what I was gonna say just because I got so hyped up.
That's good.
It's cool, man. If you literally can't block something, or if you get beat, if someone's spamming something on you, hit the lab, get better. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Get
back
good.
To the lab again, pretty much.
Not my fault.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh yeah, no, like I've had people like in person get like mouthy with me.
Ooh,
because
bitch.
I'm not the person to get mouthy with, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Let me show you a little something.
Yeah.
This is my pride and joy, and I'm sure you remember this.
Let me saw.
This is the first hitbox that I ever made.
Oh shit! Let's go. We got to see it. Oh, yep. That's so fucking cool, dude. I love that.
There's a big reason why I made it specifically this big.
Yeah.
And it's still coming down to a joke, and I like to tell people this.
I'll just do it for the picture. I'll do this.
Ooh, gorgeous.
I want
love
to change
Hori.
it to. I want to change this to men on, but I'm not smart enough yet to figure it all out. I was like, maybe I'll ask somebody later.
Yeah, and shout outs to Tech Noir, by the way. She did the whole artwork for me on this.
Nice.
Yeah, has my name down on it and everything. I love this thing.
It's funny.
It
I
sucks
tried.
that,
I tried one of the hitbox styles, and I actually really enjoyed it. But it just.
Yeah,
it's just
I saw
one of those...
you had a I was looking through the Discord, and you said you got a hotboard back in June, right?
Yeah. It's
How was
fun.
it?
It's I like it. It's like because it's funny. I was at Rhode Island. I think it was Rhode Island Anime Con, and I happened to talk to somebody because he was selling like fighting game memorabilia, like just like not memorabilia, but he was just like art that he was making, and it was cool as fuck. And then so we started talking about fighting games. I'm like, what do you use for a controller, if you don't mind me asking? And he's like, oh, I found this really cheap. And he's like, talking about Snapbox and shit. But he's like, yo, there's just one on like Amazon that's like super cheap, man, and like it's you to get your foot in the door and just to try with a hitbox. And yeah, it was like a nice like a mini square one, and I was playing. Who the fuck is that guy's name? You see now. I feel like his name is so simple, that's why I forget it. I picked it up. I picked up 6 again. It's the fucking new boxer guy. Well, he's not new. He's just the boxer guy. Ed. Yeah, see what I mean? Like it's like Al or some shit.
It's nasty, dude.
Oh man, I love it. I think it's really fun. I was playing as him and I was using the fucking thing and I'm like, oh, this feels good because I feel like I'm playing like a rhythm game.
Yep.
As opposed to a fighting game, which I used to play a lot of shit.
That's a big reason why I got into Hitbox too.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, this feels like I'm playing like an old school rhythm game. Like, let's do this. Like, I'm having some fun over here. But I'm between the two sometimes. I'm just like, I don't know which one I like more. Definitely.
It all depends on the game for me.
Yeah, controller, pad, dude, Guilty Gear. Like, it's just that's how I started, and that's kind of where I was at. Street Fighter, I can't do it. I can't do it on pad. It just doesn't work for me.
I tend to go between stick, hitbox, and pad.
Mm-hmm.
Stick is my least favorite. I know, sacrilege, I know. But like for some reason I can just never I just can't.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I don't have the actual motion in my wrist for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't it never clicks with me.
Yeah.
And that it's whatever. The biggest thing I tell people, it doesn't matter what you play on. The better player is always going to win.
Yeah.
Always.
It's funny you told me that, and I still keep that information to this day. When I was showing somebody else fighting, I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, there was people that like Evo or like Kumite fucking high up there using fucking pad, and I'm like, oh,
like
okay.
Tekken.
Yeah.
So my game of choice right now is Tekken 8, and I can't. Literally. I can't
Korean
play
backdash.
Tekken.
Look at his backdash, baby. What's up?
I can't play Tekken on pad. I mean on hitbox, and I also can't play it on stick. I have to play it on pad.
Fair, hell yeah.
Because I can't do all like the crazy movement on a hitbox or a stick. I can only do it on pad.
Can't do whatever that
it's
star is.
It's actually a lot easier for me. What's a star?
Yeah, what's a star?
I was always so confused when that. Like whenever I saw that as a kid, I was always so confused.
What is that? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a local himbo for a reason. What the fuck is the star? What is that?
So when you see the star, right?
Yeah.
Say for example, you have like a Wind God Fist or an electric. So it goes forward, down, forward, kind of like a Shoryuken.
Okay.
But then there's this star.
Yeah.
After you put in the forward, it's forward, star, down, forward. That star means you have to bring the stick back to neutral.
Oh, okay.
So it's forward,
yeah,
neutral, down, forward.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, I like that.
Yep. And it makes it so you can't really cheat out like moves like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like a Shoryuken, you can just go and do a Shoryuken, but you can't do that with an electric or a wave dash. You have to bring it back to neutral.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Well, thank you for letting me know. I mean, I'm not playing fucking Tekken, but every time I see the memes for them, I'm like, haha, yeah, they don't get it, and I'm like, fuck, what does it mean?
Oh yeah, but so going back to what I was saying about my hitbox, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's very big.
Yeah.
And it's very heavy.
Yes.
I made it for 2 reasons. One, I loved the weight of it on my lap. It always felt very nice to have that weighted object on my lap as I was playing. It was very comforting to me. The second reason, it is so big and it is so heavy that if somebody really decided to get fucking mouthy with me, I could literally just go, huh? Excuse me, sir? I have a big, like, 15-pound object in my hand. Stop.
Yeah, right. Ain't time and place here, big dog.
Yeah, wrong time, wrong place. I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
the person.
Wrong person too. Hey, trying the wrong one.
Yeah.
You want to beat
So,
me?
like,
Beat me in the game. Okay, thank you.
the biggest thing about fighting games to me, it's all mind games.
No, yeah.
It's all mind games. I love being the goofball. Throws people off. Whenever you whenever you see people, if you tune into a stream, they're typically very serious. You know, it's very rare when you see somebody who is a big goofball like me. I love laughing during my sets. Like, if I fuck up, I'm like, no. Like, it throws people off. Not my fault.
Yeah.
I'm a personality.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I tend to gravitate more towards that personality than actually being skilled. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm skilled.
Yeah.
I've done practice. I've done
Yeah.
a lot of lab work. But actually, this actually transitions very well into a quote that one of my dear friends, Lucky D, he's a very big name in the fighting game community around here. Runs events up in Boston for Balance Patch. He does stuff on Waltham, Game Underground.
Underground, yep. You see, I'm aware of him
been
too.
in the scene. He's been in the scene for a very long time. And I remember at one point I was getting so discouraged because I just kept losing and I just kept losing and I just kept losing and losing and losing. And he told me, he's like, there's two types of people in the fighting game community. There are the people that are there for the game and the people that are there for the social aspect. And there's nothing wrong with either side. But me personally, I go for the social aspect of it. You know, I consider myself good at fighting games. I've done a lot of work. But at the end of the day, I just want to see my friends.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make friends.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like I want to see people get better. Yeah, there are definitely people that I know that are very good people that are very socially awkward. You know, they put a lot more time into fighting games than I do, and they place very well at tournaments. And they are such great players, and I learn a lot from them because I don't have the time nor the patience to go into the lab on my own, sit there for hours and hours and hours and do drills. I don't have the patience for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 31 years old. I have so much other shit to do. I'm not going to do that. So somebody who is much more introverted teaching me these things, I appreciate the hell out of them.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. So going back into like the whole thing with, actually, I just got off track. I forgot what I was going to say. So we're going to move on. Yeah, I tend to go on tangents.
No, that's fine, dude. I mean, like, I was following the whole story, man. You're talking, but it's really though interesting that you mentioned that, like, there's people who are there for the game, the competition, and there's some people for the social aspect. And you were mentioning like when you invited me, like, I'm not gonna fucking win this fucking tournament. Everyone here is fucking good. But everybody here was super fucking cool. And I think, and my joke is like, I remember drinking a bit, like, all right, we're going to have him come on. And it's just like, oh, and I'd be like 2-3 beers in. I'm like, I'm having a great time. All right, you're going on stream. I'm like, I'm going on stream.
Yeah, that was me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You can ask anyone, man. Like, typically whenever people used to like whenever you drink, you aren't as good at stuff like this.
No.
You know, you're sloppy.
No.
Bro, I considered myself the drunken master. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't drink anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I don't drink as much.
I've been sober over a year at this point.
Hey, man, congratulations.
Thank you. But, like, I remember at PCG, like, we would drink.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I just, like, stopped caring.
Yeah.
And I just played.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I played the character that I played.
Mm-hmm.
I could just be a gorilla.
Yeah.
And I would get rewarded for it. Because, like, typically, like, any other... This is, like, where I'm going to talk about Strive. Because, like, say, like, you play Tekken, right? Yeah. Tekken's always been, like, a very defensive game. It was always back and forth. It's my turn, now it's your turn. Now it's my turn, now it's your turn. It's your turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, whatever. You play the frames. You're safe on a lot of things. And it always came down to who had the better defense.
Right.
Tekken 8's obviously not like that. It's a lot more offensive now. But... that's how a lot of fighting games play. if you have a really solid defense, you're hard to crack.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times that really I'm lost in the sauce type play, it would get you just obliterated.
Yeah.
And then there's Strive. And specifically there's May.
Mm-hmm. What neutral?
I yeah, what's neutral, man? I don't
What
care.
neutral?
I'm just gonna Totsugeki. Ding! Here's a bottlenose right to the dick.
Yeah,
Enjoy, and then I'm
yeah.
in there, and it's a whole different ball game. So I could play like an absolute gorilla. Like, oh, I just remembered a really funny story,
Go for
and
it.
I'm gonna show you the picture at some point because I
Yeah.
gotta dig it up.
Yep. No, fair. Can't wait.
So it was earlier last year. It was up at Balance Patch. They were having a crew battle.
Ooh.
So yeah, dude, it was such a good time.
You
Like,
you got served. Started playing in my head. The intro song. Like, oh,
you got served.
fast root.
It's time to stop the yard.
Timberland. There's like everybody walking in all slow and shit.
Yeah. So it was really cool. Dan ran it, Lucky D. So a whole bunch of players from around the community, they came in and they made teams. So Dan wanted me to be captain of my own team. And I was captain of team Totsugeki. Totsugeki.
Hell yeah, I love that. That's fucking awesome.
So it was me, my buddy Jake, my other friend Jay Hit, this dude Megarura, and I think that was it. I don't remember anyone else. I think it was just the four of us.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it worked was one person played. Well, two people played. Whoever lost, it wasn't like first to two or anything like that, or first to three. If you lost, you got up, and your teammate came in.
Oh,
and
okay.
it just went back and forth. It was like, you remember like back in like Tekken where they had like the team battles?
Yeah.
It was like that.
Oh, sick. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool that you do it IRL. You know, it's like, oh, I'm in. What's up?
So I remember back when I was like drinking and everything like that, whenever I would go to Balance Patch, like they had like food there. You can get like beer, and you could also get soju.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dangerous. That's dangerous.
They had
very
Sunhari.
dangerous.
Yeah. So every time I used to go up to Balance Patch, it was me and two others. I'm trying to remember their names. And why I'm not remembering their names right now, I'm so disappointed in myself because they're so freaking awesome. Like, I love them to death.
It's all good, man.
Whatever. We used to
it
take
will come to you in the middle of the podcast. You go, Ryan, it was this guy. Like, yeah, there you go. No worries.
We used to take the Sunhari challenge.
Fucking goddamn. I can't wait to hear this.
Before the tournament even started, I was 3 sojus deep.
Ooh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. I was tanked, brother. Like, I was tanked.
I walk in like,
and
who's ready for some fucking Guilty Gear Strive, brother? You're like, oh, who's this guy?
And when you think I'm loud now.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. You saw me when I was at PCG. I was all over the place.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, like my team, it was my team. I forget the team we were facing. But, you know, they were all really good people. All my friends, I loved them to death.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I haven't played with them in a really long time. But I'm in their Discord, and I should pop in and be like, yo, hey. I want to play some Strive.
Hell yeah.
So, I think I elected myself to go second.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jake went first. Notorious Nubbins. That's his
Shouts
name.
out.
Yeah, that's Nubbins, baby. So he won the first match, and then he went up against my friend Kosher Salt. Kosher Salt was a Geo main. I haven't played with him in a really long time, but I sincerely hope he's a Geo main still. And it came time for me. And oh, by the way, like I had a megaphone the whole entire
Oh my
time.
god, dude! 3 soju's in a
Yeah,
fucking
man.
megaphone.
I
Man,
had
he
a
was
megaphone the whole fucking
I
time.
mean this in the nicest
Because
way,
like the whole
Bobby.
thing,
He
like
was an asshole.
yeah, no. So like we had the setup like in the middle, right? We had stools, and then we had the chairs for the teams in the back.
Yeah.
And I specifically wanted to be the hype man
Yeah.
the whole time. And ooh, I was kind of mean.
Oh, I believe it.
kind of mean, but in a loving way.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't actually being serious about things. You know, I was shit talking the other team.
Mhm.
And like when like Coach Assault came up at the time, Geo wasn't really that great. I'm like, bro, your character's mid. Go sit back down. Go sit back down. Your character's mid. Doesn't matter how good you are. Your character's mid. Go sit down. And he beat Jake. And I was like, you know what? My turn. And I went up there. And it was a pretty close. No, yeah, it was a pretty close match. And like I remember me beating him, and I just started like, yeah, like, let's go.
Yeah.
And like I looked at him, I'm like, your character's mid and so are you. Sit the fuck down. And my friend Charlie, she caught a picture of me.
Oh
Jesus. Screaming at him.
Fucking Bobby Popoff. Here we go.
Oh my god. Like it was like the purest moment of FlyingRaijinn that you could have ever seen. I'm gonna send you that picture at some point.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. It's actually one of the emotes in my Discord.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of really good times, a lot of really good people. I love everyone to death. Had some bad times, obviously, but
yeah, of course.
those are completely overshadowed by the good.
Yeah, no.
When it comes to the FGC in this area, when it comes to Button Club specifically, when it comes to Tech Noir and Shadow Fury, and also Steamy Squid too. I can't forget about my Skid By. I can't. That's my homie. They're just doing such a wonderful job with everything right now, and I'm so excited for the future of where Button Club is gonna go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I'm so proud and I'm so honored to be a part of that founding and just being there. You know, like I can't go as much as I want to now because ever since I got my black belt, I actually decided to start teaching.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yep. So I'm an assistant instructor right now.
Nice.
And we have our assistant instructor courses on Mondays, and those are
Mondays.
mandatory.
Okay, fair enough. I remember it used to be Saturdays. Saturday
Yeah,
mornings.
nope. It's Mondays.
Yeah, a little bit easier probably.
Yeah, but it just sucks because like I can't go to Button Club anymore.
Yeah, of course.
As much as I used to. And I miss it. I miss seeing my friends every single week. I miss giving them all hugs. Like I just went last week.
Yeah.
And whenever I go now, I don't tell people.
Yeah.
I want it to be a surprise. And I walked in and I'm like, sup, you fucking pussies! And everyone just turns around. Oh my god! Everyone just started running up to me, giving me hugs. Like
that's fantastic. That's awesome. I love to hear that.
It warms my heart, like seeing these people treat me like their family.
Oh, I think you muted yourself there, boss.
Bing bong.
Yeah, sure. You're having a good time. Hey, man, I'm glad you're having a great time. No, I
love it.
No, it's great. You can just hear it in your voice, man. How much the fucking FGC means to you. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. Like I said, like after like going with you to Platinum City Games, that's how I got the name Local Himbo. I made that was my FGC name. I thought it was fucking funny because I used to go as fucking Bulat from fucking Akame Ga Kill.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah, that was the original one, and then now it's just like. You know, and I just like I don't know. I thought Local Himbo just sounded funny because every time
you are a himbo.
Yeah, and I just kept walking up there being like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I'll just do whatever, and then I'll figure it out. And I still remember, like I said, like
we're here to press buttons and have fun.
Yeah, just like if this doesn't work. I've been drinking a few, so whatever. I wear my frog hat and I show up there. Like I don't care. And
that frog hat. I remember you used to come in cosplay sometimes.
Yeah, like it was Kira.
You came as Faust one time.
I wish.
No, you had like the whole like the lab coat and everything, because that's how we used to dress in Exerd. He used to have like a lab coat, had like the paper bag over his head, obviously Faust. At least
No,
I thought it was Faust, and I was like,
no.
"Oh my god,
I was
this is
wearing I
dope."
was wearing all white. I was actually Yoshikage Kira from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
No, you weren't wearing a suit. It was literally
Oh,
like a doctor's like a lab coat.
I mean, maybe maybe I got drunk and forgot. I just remember showing up and just having a good fucking time.
I remember you coming in as Kira. That was fire.
Yeah, I was having a good time. I just bought that cosplay because I was getting ready for like going to conventions after COVID, and I'm like, let me buy this because I wasn't going out and I had the money for it, so I was like, oh, I should pick this up. And I'm like, I haven't fucking wore this yet. I'm gonna wear it here. Just everybody there was fucking cool, so I thought it'd be funny. Just be like, oh, this guy just here. Like, why? I don't know. Just be fun. And I still remember my FGC story about meeting somebody was I remember I was just say after you were done just showing me things I was training. Guy walks up to me. He's like, "Yo, man, like, you want to play?" I'm like, "Sure, man." I'm like, "I'm not good. It's my first time here," and we went back and forth. And I remember I was playing Ramlethal at the time, and it was so funny. He goes, "Oh, Ramlethal, why?" I'm like, waifu. Like, I have no other reason to pick that.
You just love feet.
Yeah, feet, dude. I'm a pro gamer and a gaming enthusiast, which means I love.
Do you
feet.
play Jury in Street Fighter too?
No. No, but what is it? So then I remember he was just like, oh, and he just gave me more stuff to like go over and just practice. He's like, hey man, like, yeah, just keep doing this. Like, this is what you want to do. He's like, yeah, my friend was telling me this. Like, all right, cool. And then like later on, he just left and we didn't talk. And then he won the tournament, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Who was that guy?
Wait, who was he playing?
He was playing Eno. He only showed up once. That was the funny thing. He was only there for that one time, and then I never saw him again.
I remember that dude.
I never seen him again. And because of him, I started playing Eno. Because I was like,
yeah,
that guy like made me like, Eno looks pretty cool. She's hot. Let me play her. And I played her. And I actually started labbing and trying to fucking just get better at the game. And that's who I used to main. And, well, still do at this point because I don't play Strive anymore. But still.
We're going to play Strive.
What's up?
When are we playing?
Probably not anytime soon.
Don't be a pussy, bro. Just do it.
Yeah, I know, right? And then then after that, I saw him. Yeah, he just played a shit. This guy just walks in there. It's like, all right, thank you guys, and he left. I'm like, oh, that guy won. That was crazy. I was just talking to that guy, and then like, yeah, he was never there ever again. And I was like, oh, never. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. It's just
memory unlocked.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh man. There's a few times where it's like I had a few, and like, are you going on stream? I'm like, God damn it, don't put me on stream, man. Like I'm coming straight out of work. Like, the fuck's happening? Just like
I love going on stream.
Oh man,
It's such a rush.
It is though. Like, I will
like,
say that like I watch those streams back, and I'm like, I could fix this. I could fix that. I could fix that.
That's actually one thing I was gonna get into as well. One of the best
saw the value of that. I really did. And
yes,
I was like,
one of the best things you can do. One of the best things you can do is going back and watching your replays consistently.
Yeah.
I didn't do it for the longest time, and I only really started seeing more improvement when I started watching my replays.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, no, because I watched it because I'm just like, whatever, I'll just take a look. They'll probably just talk shit about me doing whatever. And I didn't care. I'm like, I'm having a good time. And then, yeah, no, I'm watching, like, why did I do that? And it's like, he does this. Why did I not catch that last time? Like, I've done this when I play online. I missed it that time. Or, oh, it's 3. Block, and then throw out a jab, stop him, reset. I'm like, fuck. Why didn't I figure that one out? And then, like, watching it, and I was like, this makes sense. I remember, I'll tell you a funny story. And I want to thank you for you were on commentary during one of my fights.
Yeah.
One of the guys thought I was teabagging. And I was going up against Potemkin, and I wasn't. I was just a few beers in trying to do half circle moves, but they weren't coming out. So Eno was just going like this, and I was like, oh God, I'm not doing this right. And the guy just fucking mauled me because I think he also thought the same thing. And I'm just like, I don't know what happened.
I think I remember who that. I think that might have been Saucy Grandma.
Probably. I just like, I didn't went back and like, hey man, I want to apologize. It's like, I think you think I'm teabagging. I wasn't. I just had a few drinks and I couldn't complete the fucking half circle. So I just kept, and I'm like, oh, I'm just trying
the only Potemkin player that I can remember from back then was Saucy Grandma.
Probably.
My Sir Saucewell, I love very dearly. He is a mod in my Discord server.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Like, I love to this day. I love him.
Oh, if that was him, tell him my bad. I've just been drinking a few. And my
Oh no! If you want to say it live on stream right now, you can, because I'm definitely posting this in my Discord.
No, hell yeah, no. Hey, Saucy Grandma, my bad. I had a few libations and I could not quarter circle with my fat fingers. Honestly, that was one of the biggest reasons why I moved on. I'm like, let me try stick. Let me try something else, because this ain't happening. But it, I'm just like I said, but it happens, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why not? But I will say it was nice just to put myself out there and just be like, yeah, just try this out. And even to this day, like, I'll jump back in just to play for a while and just get hyperfixated on it, like after like Evo happens or after Kumite happens or after CEO happens. And I'm just like, oh man, it's kind of cool. Kind of seeing the high level players. And I'll watch like the pools when I'm at work. If I'm like nothing's going on, I'll have it on my phone. And like, who's playing? Who's this? Who we got? It's like, oh, okay. Interesting choice. Because who won? Who was it recently? Was it Punk? One with Cammy at Evo that happened recently? Yeah. And it's like I started noticing the people's names and how they play, and like it's like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like I'm starting to understand all the characters, so to speak, the famous people who are playing FGC. And I'm like, all right, this is like a world I didn't know existed. You're the one who introduced it to me, Bobby. So now every now and again, I'll be like, I'm a little more literate in this stuff, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, you should play more.
Yeah, I know. I really should. Really, honestly, like a lot of the video games, like I don't play as much as I would like to.
Same.
Yeah, and that's kind of where it's at, because like as much as I enjoyed, like when I was playing Ed for a while, I like a whole week just in lab, just go in there, learning the combos, trying to get it right, and then do like go in there for an hour, and then for like 30 minutes fucking go online, and or another hour go online, and then like it's fun, but after a while I'm getting stressed out. I'm like, all right, well, I'm getting stressed out after work, and now I'm playing video games. I'm getting more stressed out. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this right now. I need something a little different. Yeah.
But nah, man, I definitely think you should come down to Button Club soon.
I would check that.
I'd love to see you.
I would love to check that out.
Well, for your information, it's every single Monday.
Yeah.
Starts at self-advertisement.
And
so starts 6 o'clock are casuals, and 8 p.m. is tournament for brackets. Some of them start at 7:30, like Strive starts at 7:30. The retro bracket starts at 7:30. Every game is streamed, and it is at 875 State Road in Westport, Mass. at Omnisource Games.
Okay. And this is Button Club, you said, and you said there's the different brackets. So you said there was a Strive bracket, a Tekken bracket, as well as retro, along with Strive, correct?
Yes.
All right. Every Monday at, like you said, 6 o'clock. Open that bad boy up. And I believe they have a YouTube channel. Where can they see the streams as well?
They do have a YouTube channel, actually.
I know. I found one of their videos once, just randomly, because I was looking for information.
Yep. They're doing so well right now.
Good.
Yeah, if you look up Button Club FGC, it's just Shadow Fury, it's Karate Kevin, Themey Squid. They're doing all sorts of like reviews on like equipment. They post the streams up there. They stream every Monday on Twitch under Button Club FGC. They have a few different accounts, actually, because we have to stream multiple games.
Yep, of course.
So, go follow them.
Of course,
I'm telling you to. And if you don't, I'm going to kick you in the head.
He's going to hit you with this FlyingRaijinn fucking controller that's 15 pounds.
Don't be a pussy. Go follow Button Club.
Do it now. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, fuck
but yeah. That's pretty much my FGC journey.
No, great. And I imagine it continues to keep going.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
It never stops.
Hell yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, man. We're getting around to the end of the podcast, unfortunately.
That's wild.
I know it really is. I think the stories you've been telling. So I actually want to end on a fun question.
Sure.
What fighting game character would you love to cosplay as? If you could do it,
Hwoarang.
But like, which one?
Hwoarang. Tekken 8 Hwoarang.
Tekken 8 Hwoarang. So what's he look like?
Brother,
I don't think I've seen him.
Look at this hair, okay? Look at this hair. I don't need to wear a wig. I don't. I can just tie it up in a nice little bun up here, make it come down. I wear my hair like that. So it's like, I got my black belt.
Yep.
I can kick people in the head.
Hell yeah.
And I got the long hair. I can tie it up. Bro, I can literally just go buy a Hwoarang cosplay right now and actually be Hwoarang. Like, why not?
Wait, you gonna be the black shirt with the red hair and the goggles? No, you don't want that one.
Nah.
What?
My favorite Hwoarang is Tekken 8 Hwoarang.
Yeah. You still rock
I
the
don't
eye
know,
patch
man.
and everything?
The iPad, I love his Tekken 7 outfit.
Yeah.
But like something about that, the way they made him look in Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Man. Oof. He's makes me feel a certain way, brother.
Hell yeah. You be kicking all the fucking targets. Be like, yeah, check this out. Look at this up chuggy dual chuggy Ebon. Papa. What's up? Horang used to do this shit.
Oh yeah. The Hyunky Point Deutsch Chuggy and the D Chuggy. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Korean terms. Let's go. I love that, dude. That's good shit. It's good shit, gotta say. But Bobby, where can people find you if they want to follow you as well?
So I am on Facebook.
Mhm.
You can just look up Raijinn.
Mm-hmm.
That is my DJ page, but I use it for a whole bunch of other things as well.
Nice.
I am on Twitter under FlyingRaijinn FGC. I am also going to be starting my Twitch back up again.
Nice.
At some
Hell
point
yeah.
and
We'd love to.
fighting
We
games.
would love to see
and
that.
You can also find me under FlyingRaijinn
Oh, cutting out.
FGC.
Oh, give it a sec. Give it a sec.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
That's okay.
give it a sec.
You're still beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I know. So I think we ended up at Twitch, which is FlyingRaijinn FGC, correct?
FGC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bobby, thank you for joining me for the both of these podcasts, man, telling you all your FGC stories. I believe this would be the first of all the FGC stories that we've had here. So you're the first fighting game person I brought on. This is pretty badass, and I love it.
I'm honored.
Hell yeah, dude.
I didn't even know. I figured you had other people on here that played fighting games. I didn't even know that. Thank you.
No, man. Like that was one thing. Yeah, I was just like, well, you can bring my boy Bobby. He could be talking a shit ton of fighting games and just all that.
Brother,
shit.
we didn't even talk about the Warhammer.
Oh, dude, don't bring that shit up, dog. Oh, that's gonna be even worse.
Oh man.
Oh no.
We didn't even talk about. That's a story for another day.
Yes, sir. It is. Definitely will have you on again. We'll discuss all kinds of shit. But
Fuck yeah, brother.
you have a great night, my man. It's good talking to you.
You too.
All right. Have a good night.
Later.